Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the governors and the supervisors, I want to thank you for attending our annual meeting. And I'd like to announce that the AGM is formally in session. And I'd also like to do something that we usually do later in the program, and that is to announce that according to Deloitte & Touche, we have a quorum already. I think the early announcement of the quorum is largely due to our guest of honor. We're so pleased today to have Her Excellency President蔡英文come and share her views about the future of Taiwan. This is something that we're doing ahead of the election. We're trying to get all the major candidates to come to speak to the chamber. So we're so grateful to have President Tsai here today to share her vision of the future. So I'd like to have President Tsai, if you would please come to the stage.
Chairman, President Foreman, Director Christensen, my good friend. Thank you. It is always great to be back at the American Chamber of Commerce. I trust that my good friend, Director Christensen here, will agree with me that since ancient Taipei's establishment 68 years ago, every single one of the Chamber's members has played a significant role in Taiwan's economic development. For instance, when I received an ancient delegation of my former chairperson, Leo Seward, in September, Prudential CEO Dylan Tyson told me that his company has been operating in Taiwan for over 30 years. And I trust there are many companies in Prudential that have stood by Taiwan for decades. I also want to take a moment to congratulate MCMS on taking home 7 out of 10 of the first ever Economic Contribution Awards for foreign companies in Taiwan at this year's Taiwan Business Alliance Conference. Well, I think you should give yourself a round. These companies recognize Taiwan's potential and importance, and they have confidence in the future of this market. And like I said during this year's Xianyan Fund, this year is a good year. It is an optimistic year, and it is an engaging year as well. Despite many challenges, this year has proven to be a good year and optimistic year. Without a doubt, the changing world economic order, especially the US-China trade war, has had a major impact on the global economy. Countries around the world are struggling to adjust. And although Ancient's 2019 Business Climate Survey reflects these challenges and uncertainties, major US companies also highlighted Taiwan's innovation, talented workforce, and potential for market expansion. These advantages are not coincidence. They are the result of Taiwan's freedom and openness, which has allowed good talent to thrive, as well as our respect and protection for intellectual property rights. Even more encouraging is the fact that we are beginning to see results from our hard work over the past 3 years. For 3 years, we have worked to develop a new economic development model for Taiwan. We have reduced our over-dependency on production bases in China. We have strengthened our partnership with the US and other major economies. We have begun to change our overall economic structure and encourage industrial innovation. This transformation has made Taiwan's economy both resilient and responsive. More than that, it has given us the ability to overcome the many challenges facing us in the global economy. The entire world is watching Taiwan's economic transformation. For the first 3 quarters of this year, our economic growth topped the 4 ancient dragons, and our future outlook is even more optimistic. We are seeing more Taiwanese firms returning to invest in Taiwan than ever before. Our government has already approved more than 700 billion NT dollars in investment applications, with the potential to bring more than 55,000 high-quality jobs back to Taiwan. Taiwanese firms and individuals are expected to bring billions of US dollars in overseas capital back to Taiwan with them. We estimate this trend will continue and accelerate. Foreign companies are bullish on Taiwan as well. In the coming years, we expect to see billions in new investments from international companies, and major US firms like Google, Microsoft, Micron, and Amazon Support Service will bring thousands of high-paying jobs. We are also seeing positive developments in Taiwan's economic makeup. From January to October of this year, Taiwan's exports to the US increased by 17.7%, while our export to China decreased by 6.65%. This change reflects the swift changes and adjustments in the supply chain of US-China-Taiwan trade. These changes are pushing Taiwan into a new era of economic development. Here, to all Taiwanese companies and foreign companies that are investing or would like to invest in Taiwan. As we enter this new era, I want to assure you that we'll work even harder to make Taiwan's economy to new heights. We'll work towards a new and improved version of Taiwanese economic development model. This model will build on the strong foundation we have built over the past 3 years. It will be adaptive to changes in the global supply chain and capital flow. It will incorporate the recent waves of investments by Taiwanese and international firms, as well as the massive amounts of capital currently flowing back to Taiwan. This model will transform Taiwan into Asia's high-end manufacturing and R&D center, a regional financial and wealth management center, and a base for high-quality talent. This combination of industrial capital and talent advantages will provide Taiwan with a new path forward for the next 20 years of economic prosperity. In building on our current momentum, this year has also been an engaging year. Taiwan and the US have long been partners in both global trade and regional security. We share the same values and responsibilities, as well as the same interests. NCHAN has always played a key role in advancing Taiwan's US trade relations and in bringing new investments to Taiwan. The Chamber also helps to remove many obstacles for US companies investing and operating in Taiwan. We listen closely to the suggestions of NCHAN members and respond to your concerns too. For instance, this past August, we implemented a patent linkage system that exemplifies our commitment to IP protection, as well as our support for research and innovation. In fact, we have been working to improve Taiwan's regulatory environment across the board. We have amended outdated regulations to allow greater flexibility in business management and efficient use of workforce. We have adjusted a number of regulations to make it easier for foreign talent to live and work in Taiwan. And we have relaxed the regulations on work hours for foreign professionals in supervisory and technical positions to better reflect the demand of a knowledge-based economy. We are also continuing to search for new ways to increase our engagement with the US and spur further economic cooperation. This month, we officially launched the Talent Circulation Alliance, TCA, in collaboration with American Institute in Taiwan. This initiative was announced by Director Peterson himself back in April. And I want to take a moment to thank him for working with us to make this project a reality. The TCA will help young tech talent move more freely between Taiwan and the US and spark innovative collaboration across many fields. I know that MCHAN also recently launched the Next Generation Business Leaders Program so that we can begin training the leaders of tomorrow today. Clearly, we share the same goals when it comes to talent development. I want to reiterate that Taiwan and the US share strategic goals for economic development, and we must work together to achieve them. A central aim of the Trump administration is to revitalize the concept of Made in the USA. Taiwan is also searching for a new position in the global supply chain and working to create new modes of production and manufacturing. Taiwan and the US share strong ties in the ICT, semiconductor, automotive, and aerospace industries. I hope that in the future we can extend this strategic cooperation to cutting-edge manufacturing, particularly in the digital economy, AI, IoT, and Industry 4.0. And to strengthen our cooperation in this area, or areas, we need an arrangement that guarantees the support from the governments, one that will allow companies to invest with confidence. Without a doubt, signing a bilateral investment agreement should be #1 priority of ours. I know that when former Chairperson Seward led the 2019 CEO mission to Washington, D.C., he expressed strong support for a bilateral trade agreement between our countries. A high-quality BTA between our countries will not only help strengthen our engagement, it would also set a strong precedent for a rules-based trade order in the Indo-Pacific region. So I hope you will continue to support this effort. Truly, the relationship between Taiwan and MCHAN Taipei is one of mutual support. We are both working to achieve the same goals, that is to spur growth, foster innovation, and bring greater economic prosperity to more people. I want to thank all of you once again for making this year so good, so optimistic, and so engaged, even in the face of the challenges before us. Working together, I'm confident that we can make next year an even better one. Thank you.
Thank you, President Tsai. Thank you, President Tsai, for that thoughtful and inspiring speech. Thank you for recognizing MCHAN's role in working together with the government to create a better business environment to Taiwan, and especially to develop and cultivate talent here. And a bilateral trade agreement is something we definitely want to see happen soon, and we'll be working hard on that in 2020. What I'd like to do next is we're going to take 3 rounds of photos. One group with the main table, and photos with the co-chairs of our committees that are seated at table 1 and 2 over here. So first, I'd like to welcome to the stage Secretary General David Lee, Foreign Minister Joseph Wu, AIT Director Christensen, our former chairman, Leo Sewell, and our current chairman, C.W. Chin. And finally, President Tsai.